episode. I'm so excited.
The Met Gala episode.
I'm so excited.
People want to know about the Met Gala.
And we're going to tell them. Should we cheers?
You are now listening to the Dress Code Podcast.
Hey everyone, this is the Dress Code Podcast, and this is our Met Gala episode 3, talking about all things Met Gala, the fashion, the not fashion, and they're all going to be dress coded. Like, this is just a whole dress coded episode, honestly.
I didn't even think of that.
So let's get into it.
Tell me your number one favorite first. Your number one favorite look.
Really?
Yeah, what do you think? Is that where you want to start? Or?
I don't know. I think so.
Or just a first initial thoughts maybe then.
Okay, let's just think of... Oh, wait. No, let's do... Because people don't even know... Some people don't know what the Met Gala is.
If you don't know what the Met Gala is and you're listening... No, I'm just kidding. The Met Gala is basically a tradition that was started, I think, in the late 1800s, but I'm not sure.
1800s?
Yes, at the Metropolitan Museum. And
really? I didn't know it was that far.
Yeah, and then I think recently it became a celebrity thing, like, in the 50s. Before it wasn't so much celebrities. It was like only rich people, I think. Mm-hmm. And there's a theme, and it's basically a celebrity gala to raise money for the Metropolitan Museum Costume Institute. It's about $35,000 a ticket or something. I don't know. I could be incorrect.
I saw 50,000
for
the public. Yeah,
for the public to attend.
Mm-hmm.
Can anybody even go? It's not.
I don't think so.
Like,
I mean, I'm sure you could like apply for it and be like denied because you're just a random person.
Like it's like oh wait, no, it was $350,000 for a table.
Oh,
I think.
Dang.
And it raises money for the Costume Institute, and celebrities join, and it can be from famous chefs to football players to rappers to models to designers to singers, actresses. It's everyone.
But you know what's funny is I didn't see any influencers.
I just noticed that this morning when I was doing my hair. I was like, wait a second. Last year there were influencers everywhere. And this year there were no influencers there.
I know.
Addison Rae wasn't there. Noah Beck wasn't there. And I thought they might invite him because he's been more into fashion this year.
Actually.
Dixie wasn't there.
You know, Wisdom. Wisdom is technically...
I wrote that down.
He's technically an influencer,
He was a host.
He like... deserved his spot to be there because he's freaking Wisdom.
There's a difference between a fashion influencer and a regular influencer that just dances on TikTok. Just kidding.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that. I'm like, I've only seen really like A-class celebs here this year.
It was like...
That's kind of crazy.
Like a real classy event, which kind of went into the theme. It was like very classy. Mm-hmm. Pearls. It's like a black tie affair.
I feel like because influencers are like younger... And they probably didn't even know who Karl Lagerfeld was.
So that's what I was thinking. I was like, I bet you the people that went are only people that knew him or have worked with him.
Yeah,
because it just doesn't make sense to me that Addison Rae would go and celebrate him when
she's like...
He probably didn't even know who she was.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. My top one is so hard.
Really?
That's really hard, honestly. I have a lot. But I'm going to go with Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Honestly, Anne Hathaway pretty much...
Versace dress.
I really hope that you can't hear that siren in the back.
They're out for me. Versace dress.
Versace dress, right? She came out with...
The tweed from Chanel.
I know.
Wasn't that cool?
I'm like, Chanel and Versace got married, and this is what I should be in.
They had a child. Her name is Anne.
They had a baby.
That's a good one to have.
Anne. Yeah, that one was really good, and...
you must have liked Dua Lipa's then.
Dua Lipa's was good, honestly. I mean, I feel like if you're going to a Met Gala, you need to wear something that you don't wear on a regular basis.
That's something you wear on a regular basis? I'm just kidding. No, yeah, I know what you mean, though. It's like a normal dress.
Yeah, I was expecting something more if she was going to... She was a host?
Yeah, she changed in the middle of the night, though.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Because I heard that some people are hosts and some people are coaches.
What the heck is a Met Gala coach?
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But I swear someone said she's the coach.
Oh.
Or host.
Was she with Coach? Just kidding.
I don't know.
Who brings Coach to the Met Gala?
Who brings freaking Michael?
Michael, hey. Okay, Michael dressed a lot of good people.
Kind of slayed, honestly.
Don't you talk about my man like that.
I was watching the Vogue, the Vogue live stream, And he's like such a cool guy.
He's so chill.
He's super cool. I want to hang out with him.
Me
If you're
too.
watching this, Michael.
Michael, we
let's hang
love you.
out. Who was your number one?
My number one was Both Looks by Marc Jacobs. Kendall was my number one
Mm-hmm.
because of the boots.
Yeah, the platform boots.
And then Paris.
Really?
Of course, yeah. But Marc Jacobs walked with Paris.
She did.
They were
Or
walking in
he
together.
did. Oops.
Yeah, so I really love those ones because obviously, I love black. I wore my Marc Jacobs inspired look today, which is actually, this is by Michael Kors, so close, but
Almost there.
almost there. And,
I thought you were going to say J-Lo.
J-Lo's was pretty, I like the
She was
hat.
wearing Marc Jacobs too.
Oh, she was?
Mhm.
I didn't realize that. She had a cool hat on.
She did have a clap.
I like that. Nobody wears hats like that anymore.
I know.
They
It's
should
like
do that more.
Really classy.
Yeah, it was.
Another top one for me is Sora Choi. She's a model. She's wearing Tom Brown and was wearing this tweed and gold chain inspired like Chanel with like the little flowers.
That looks similar to
and stuff.
Jenna Ortega's outfit.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was also Tom Brown.
Like
I like
that
that
was
one.
so good. Like that's something that you don't wear
No.
on like a regular basis. Like
No.
this is like a pure Met Gala look.
That
for
was
sure.
crazy.
And I'm pretty sure she took this train off and just wore this little pantsuit for dinner.
Everyone loves to get undressed on the Met Gala carpet because Janelle Monáe also had a similar outfit, and she
Yes.
unwrapped it to have a Chanel bikini
And
underneath.
she was basically naked.
Nikki.
That was one of
We
my
love
that was
Nikki
a
here.
good one too.
You know who also was not there?
The freaking only person that anyone cares about.
Blake Lively. Yeah, I'm talking about
Yes.
Sam
Oh.
Smith.
Oh.
Weird how I think everyone hates him now.
Why?
But Kim Petras was there, and she
I-
was like, "Thank you for everything, Sam."
Who?
Kim Petras. She did the what is it called? Their devil-y song.
Oh.
Remember they did it together?
Yeah.
She was there, and she shouted him out. And I
wonder
was then
why.
wondering why he wasn't there, and I was like, "Is it because he's in a hermit shell now? Is he scared to come out in public?"
Yeah, because everyone's so mean to him for no reason. Also, Hailey Bieber wasn't there. Justin Bieber wasn't there.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice.
Selena Gomez wasn't there.
But of course, the
else?
Kardashians were there.
Fucking Kylie.
Oh, wait, I love that one. I loved that one. I loved that one. Don't play. I liked the asymmetrical red dress. I did. I liked it.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I did. I loved it.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I was like,
Why? Tell me what you think.
it was just like,
Meh.
what else?
That's something you can wear every day, though.
Yeah, like that's
I
something that she
understand.
wears in her Instagram photos.
Yeah.
I was like, you're not giving me any pearl. Like, if I saw this, I'm like, it's just a red dress. It's like,
I wish more people do crazy
Not
stuff with their
Carl.
hair, too. Like, I liked her hair, Kylie Jenner's hair, and I liked how everyone did that hairstyle where it was like classic
Mhm.
updo. But I want it to be crazy. It's
Yeah.
the Met Gala. Like when
Mhm.
it was the Catholic theme and everybody's hair was like crazy.
oh yeah, that was really good.
Give me some of your worst looks.
Elle Fanning.
Oh, Elle Fanning never really wows me. Oh, did she have flowers in her hair?
She had like the flower crown with the bow and
Well, on
like
Instagram, her hair was all messed up. I was like, girl.
she's like wearing like a wedding gown with like the little bouquet and like I don't even know what those are called. What even is that? Like a little tiny crop cardigan? I
A
hated
cropped
it.
cardigan.
I hate it.
Super
I
cropped.
did not like it at all.
No, I don't like that either.
Also whoever this is.
Yeah, very plain.
Yeah,
She
I'm
was
just like silver
behind-
dress. Like what else?
She was standing behind Lil Nas when they were walking in. I was like, that's not somebody you
Oh.
want to stand behind because everybody was like,
Dude, oh my gosh. It
Cheeks
was
out.
amazing. Also I kind of thought it was funny that Rihanna and Bad Bunny were like basically matching. Like look at he was wearing that little flower thingy and she was wearing that flower thingy. Like they're like twinsies.
I think there was a couple of times last night where people were wearing almost the exact same outfits.
Oh yeah, I was like I feel like someone's gonna have to
How
outfit repeat.
embarrassing. I don't like Bad Bunny.
You don't?
Mm-mm.
Like just him in general?
I'm a Devin Booker fan.
Me too.
So,
Okay, yeah, she's a model Anna Yai?
yeah. I don't know.
What is that? I don't even know.
Anok Yai. It probably sounds so stupid. No, yeah.
What was she wearing? Who was she wearing?
That's so funny. Is like yesterday on TV when I was watching it, I heard all these different people saying, "Who are you wearing?" And people always joke about that, but it's true. Like those questions actually do come up.
Prabal
Oh my gosh, I have
Grunk?
no idea who that is.
Okay, me neither, but
You know-
she was amazing.
Someone used an up and coming designer, and I thought that was really cool. Who was that? Someone was there. I can't remember. Dang it. I think I wrote it down somewhere. Someone was there, and they used an up and coming designer rather than a big designer. Maybe it was Lizzo. I can't remember. And I thought that was great, like bringing more people up. That is the one event to expose yourself as a designer. If you can get a hold of somebody crazy as a young designer, as a new business, and people love it at the Met Gala, you're set for life. Okay, my least favorites. Cara Delevingne.
Really?
I did not like that. And I feel like that's so me to like that.
I didn't hate it, honestly. But it wasn't like giving me a lot. But she apparently was really close with them.
They were like buddies. I like the gloves though. I wrote down all the people that wore gloves that like were the Carl gloves. A lot of people did it. A lot of people wore his gloves, which I thought was cool.
They did, yeah.
I hated Kristen Stewart's outfit.
She looks like
love her, but
terrible.
Someone on social media in the comments was like, she looks like Robert Pattinson. That's so funny.
No, she literally does. That's so funny.
I hated Doja Cat's.
Are you kidding me?
I hated it.
I love Doja's.
She's creepy.
She's a cat, and she's Choupette.
She's Choupette. Do you know how many people dressed up as Choupette yesterday? When someone
Like 2.
Who on earth, if you're getting invited to the Met Gala and they're like, okay, it's gonna be Karl Lagerfeld themed, why did 5-6 people be like, oh, I want to be his cat?
Because the cat is the most like richest cat ever. He left all of his money to the cat. Did you know
Shut
that?
up.
Yes. He left all of his fortune to Choupette.
How do you leave a fortune to a cat? People are gonna kill that cat.
Well,
that's the richest cat in the world.
yeah, so that's why they're like, I need to be a cat.
Wait, tell me, what's going on? What do you mean he left his fortune to a cat?
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Like, the cat is
That makes more sense. I did
so
not
rich.
know why people were dressing up as him.
Yeah, so take him or take her off of your not like list.
I hated Bad Bunny's. It was very plain. Although the rose cape was cool.
I wonder why he didn't show up with
Kendall.
Kendall.
They showed up in the same car. They got out of the same
did?
van,
But
they
like
went
super
separately.
different times.
It's because she's a star.
So is he.
That's true. He's number 1 on Billboard always.
Yeah.
I hated Florence Pugh's. I love Florence so much, but like, what the heck was this?
Yeah, she looks
Valentino.
Like a peacock.
This is Valentino.
That's surprising.
I did not like that. And then her crown came down behind her head and around her neck and like stabbed into her neck on both sides. I saw it on TV. It was like poking into her skin. It's like, what is this?
That's terrible.
This girl, Ariana DeBose from West Side Story, the yellow.
Never heard of her.
I did not like that. I thought that was really ugly. It's by Altazara.
And
I'm just wondering, like, I can see how it could tie into Carl with the fur, because he did a lot of stuff with fur. But
I mean, I'm glad that she did something colorful, because like everyone else was all of it was just black and white. So I'm like, I get, yeah, Carl as wearing black and white literally. But I mean, like, the yellow, like, does the yellow really go in with it?
she was probably the only person in yellow there, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Honorable mentions go to Lil Nas X.
Who was he wearing?
I literally could not find out who he was wearing.
I couldn't either.
But apparently he was Carl's cat as well. I swear. And Emma Chamberlain was interviewing him, and all he did was meow.
So did Doja Cat.
Oh. There's always that one girl. I posted a TikTok about this. There's always that one girl in your elementary class that's like, all she does is meow.
Doja Cat literally just meowed the whole time. I'm like, okay.
And then when I first put it on, you know how the first part of it is like them coming out of the hotel?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Karlie Kloss came out, and like her back was to the camera that I was watching. She turned around, she was pregnant, and everybody was like, oh my gosh, congratulations. So Karlie Kloss is pregnant.
How cute.
That's the way she announced it. was the Met Gala. And I think that's cute.
And so did Serena Williams.
Serena Williams is pregnant?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Congrats.
Second baby? I think so.
I think so, yeah.
But yeah.
What did you think about Jared Leto? The actual
So when
cat.
I first saw him, he was wearing his normal outfit. And I was like, oh, I
The
like
black
this. The
cape
black with
stuff?
the crystals on top.
Mhm.
I was like, that's cool. And then I saw him later in a cat outfit. And I was like, wait, what's going on? And then I noticed that he took it off. I think that was funny.
Honestly, it didn't really surprise me that it was him because he is always like
Crazy.
the king
I
of
kind
Met
of
Gala.
the only person I liked the cat look for was him, and I liked that he had the cat head all night.
Mhm.
Because remember when he did the look where his head was
the
on his arm?
Gucci head?
Yes.
That's why I was like,
yeah.
that's why I'm like, I'm
That's
really
his
not
thing.
surprised. Yeah.
I thought that was cool.
Me too.
I'm glad he didn't wear it all night though.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
if that
like,
was his
he
only
looked like he was
costume.
sweating.
You know what I saw a lot of too is the deep blue from Burberry. A lot of people did Burberry. Skepta, Burna Boy, Mary J. Blige.
Oh, Mary J. Blige's was so pretty.
Barry Keoghan. I don't know if I said his name right. But I thought that was cool. I started noticing when they were coming out of the hotel, everybody was wearing that same shade of like blue. And I was like, what is that? And then I was like, oh, it's Burberry.
Is that the color for fall?
It might be. I know Burberry, I think, rebranded, and that's their main color now, I think. But,
Really?
Or maybe just for this season, but
Oh, interesting.
yeah. It's like a blue, like this blue. It's like blue. Not dark blue, but like a powerful electric blue.
I like this.
Jeremy Pope's cape looks like a giant carpet of Karl Lagerfeld. That's something
that is
good for
freaking Met Gala, dude.
Wisdom. Okay. So in Karl's time as a designer, he worked with Fendi, and he's behind the FF logo. That stands for Fun Furs, or I think it's Fun Furs, but it's definitely Furs in the second F, because he would play around with furs when he was at Fendi, and that was like their thing. That's why you see the FF logo. And nobody wore FF logo print. I'm sure there was Fendi there, but nobody wore FF Fendi, which I thought
like the monogram.
Like would have honored him perfectly.
Why?
Because he created that.
No, but why did no one?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because everybody. It was like a black tie looking event, so maybe nobody thought
like monogram would be cute.
I don't know. They should have done that, but no FF Fendi. Oh, something I wanted to bring up. I didn't expect plus size models to be there this year because Karl was adamantly against plus size and absolutely hated them.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, if I was a plus size model, I wouldn't attend because I'm just letting that not like it's letting it affect me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I wouldn't go to something that's honoring somebody that didn't like me.
Right. Yeah.
And I didn't expect Lizzo and Ashley Graham to be there, and they were both there.
And they looked amazing.
Yeah.
And actually, I also wanted to say something too about that. Lizzo posted something that my mom actually sent me. I'm like, okay, mom.
Okay, mom, fashion queen.
She said this. She said Karl Lagerfeld hated fatness. He was an odious human being and said really awful things about women throughout his whole life, including things to the effect of models should expect to get groped in the industry. And nobody wants to see a curvy body. So on the night of the Met Gala, whose theme this year was in honor of Karl, outspoken feminist activist Lizzo dressed her glorious fat self in a Lagerfeld silhouette, which I'm like, fat self? Like, why would you say that?
That's a weird thing to say as a writer.
Classic Lagerfeld silhouette in the classic black that he loved, dripping in pearls, which he loved, and took a picture of her fine ass eating fries in a fast food kitchen. I think that was funny. She's like literally eating French fries. Do you see that? That's kind of funny. I'm like, okay, Lizzo, you do your thing, girl.
That's funny. Do you think he'd be turning in his grave?
Probably. But it's okay. This is 2023. Not 1980s anymore.
Yeah.
Karl.
When nobody had a butt.
Yeah, when it was just like...
they're dancing on her butt like... Anyways. Donatella wore bright pink. You know, usually she wears like black. She wore bright pink.
She actually wore a color.
She looks so good.
And her waist was like snatched.
Snatched.
How did you do that? Like, Girl, I feel like she took out her ribs.
Oh, look at her face. I bet she took out her ribs.
I'm like, girl, that's unhealthy.
Oh, also, I'm just going through all the things that I wrote down.
Yeah.
But like, okay, so in the first part when you watch him come out of the hotel, there was 3 people that plowed right through the paparazzi, did not stop for their pictures or anything. And it was Lizzo, Cara Delevingne, and Bad Bunny. They went right through. It was so awkward. And Bad Bunny especially, like with force, like pushed people aside. He was like, I'm getting out of here.
What?
It's like, you are going to the Met Gala. This is supposed to be part of the Met Gala. Like, you go so you can get your picture taken in your outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was just like...
That's weird.
Maybe he's new. He doesn't understand yet.
Is this his second, right?
Probably.
I think it's his second, because he was at the last one for sure. I don't know what he was wearing, but...
I was just like, that's rude.
Did you see about A$AP Rocky?
What about
He,
A$AP?
like, was super late to the Met Gala, and...
Doing what?
I don't know. And he, like, hopped the fence, like, he, like, bullied his way through the crowd, like, of, like, people, like, just standing behind the gate.
And no one noticed?
No, because he was wearing, like, a hoodie, and, like, he covered himself.
Oh my gosh,
And then
people probably
hopped the
thought he was
fence.
breaking in.
Yeah, he hopped the fence, and, like, there was, like, videos of girls like, oh my god, and then, like, he took off his hood, and they're like, oh my god, it's A$AP Rocky.
What an entrance.
Yeah, I'm like, why did he do that? Like, why couldn't he just...
I'm surprised he was
be on
able to get
time?
in. I'm surprised he was able to get in.
I know, I'm like, I feel like security definitely would have attacked him.
I saw this on the TV. There's always activists outside the Met Gala, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't beat them, join them. I'm just kidding. Sorry you couldn't get invited. And he said, stop killing the climate, tax the rich, and he had a pitchfork in his hand.
Wow.
I don't know if you know, but that wasn't part of the theme this year. And maybe if we do like a farm theme next year, you could bring it.
Little pitchforks.
But that wasn't
and
really on theme.
Fires
Ooh.
on sticks. Fires on sticks.
I bet if he was invited and brought in, he would have a different opinion.
You think so?
If he was wined and dined.
That man's hurt.
Who hurt him? So
Obviously,
I know I'm
the
going to get
rich.
hate for that, but
Uh-huh.
whatever. I know I'm going to get hate for that, but whatevs. Oh,
Wait,
lots of bright red, too.
What did they say? Any hate is good hate or something?
Any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah.
Lots of bright red. Labyrinth, Kylie Jenner, and Pedro Pascal all wore the exact same shade of bright red.
I did. Wait, was it from Valentino, right?
I don't know. I think so.
I think it was from Valentino. I'm like, is this a new Valentino pink?
I can't get behind the Valentino pink, but I can get behind the Valentino red. Oh my gosh. The only person that I saw, there was one girl, I don't know who it was. She was wearing a white, like, satin or silk dress with, like, pink spots all over it. And she came out of the hotel with a pocket watch accessory, which Carl had. And that was the only person to do that accessory. Everybody else did the gloves. She did the pocket watch. She was, like, walking around like this.
That's cute.
Also, that reminds me, Cardi B's poses. She was like...
Oh my god, I forgot to bring her up. Oh my god, she was amazing.
Yeah. She had 2 outfits, too. She left the hotel in this huge pink fluffy thing. And then came out in this, like, more Chanel-style suit with the Lagerfeld tie. And I like that one better.
And then, like, all the, like, the roses on the bottom.
My dad...
That was awesome.
Literally watched the TV and he was like, that's a beautiful dress. And I don't know if he's a Cardi fan, but I was like...
Yeah, I'm not a Cardi fan. My mom's not a Cardi fan.
I'm a Nicki fan.
I'm like, oh yeah, Nicki fan.
Barbs.
Till I die.
You have 2 Barbies here.
Which Nicki wasn't even there. Right?
No.
I didn't see her.
Probably because Cardi was there, maybe.
I can't believe that. Anyways.
Queen.
She, like, closed the show. I think she was, like, the last one to show up, right?
Cardi?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Yeah, because, I mean, at least on, like, the Vogue thingy, she was, like, walking up the stairs, and no one else was walking after her. I was like...
That makes sense, because then they did, like, the whole, like, flashback through everyone's looks, and they ended it.
Yeah, I'm like, we waited for, like, 15 minutes for someone else to show up, because everyone was like, someone else is gonna show up, blah, blah, but no one showed up.
Also, I was watching the one where they had, like, the 4 hosts. Jonathan Van Ness basically said, like, that Gigi Hadid's outfit was, like, bold and daring. And I was like, no.
It was literally, like, black mesh dress.
It's a black mesh dress, kind of see-through, like, we've done that. It's sad to say, but see-through isn't bold anymore. Bold would be Lil Nas X when you're practically naked. Like, nudity is bold.
I don't know who was wearing it, but she was, like, a completely mesh dress, and, like, She just had like diamonds covering her nipples. I'm like, that is cool.
That is daring.
I forget her name. I'm like, whenever I watch the Met, I'm like, I realize how much I actually don't know all of these people.
But I learned so much yesterday too, at the same time. Me too. Like, I didn't know Marc Jacobs was still alive. I thought Marc Jacobs was an older guy, but actually he's pretty young.
He's like, he looks young. He probably is going to be like 70, but all the plastic surgery.
Probably, yeah.
But a lot of the Michael Kors looks I actually really liked.
Different for him, but not daring enough to match with the rest. I don't think it was very classy, casual.
It wasn't like anything
like
crazy.
Wow. He doesn't really do anything that's like, oh my gosh.
But it's always like it fits in. He's still relevant.
Yeah, it's more like businessy. He would never design anything like absolutely crazy. But you'd be like, oh my gosh, what is that? He wouldn't send Jared Leto in a cat.
Yeah. No. Maybe he has some in the archives that is going to come out whenever he's gone. And that'll be in honor to Michael Kors.
Oh my gosh. We better, by the time he passes away, I think you and I will be able to go. And then we can be like, we used to work for him.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know. He doesn't know me, but I love that man. He seems like an uncle. Like an uncle. Yeah, he knows everyone. He can name them all.
An uncle.
I bet you in his house somewhere he has a list of everyone.
He better.
23.
Lily.
James. Black or Collins? Lily Collins wore a white corset and Lily James wore a black leather dress. Which one are you talking about?
Collins.
Lily Collins queen.
And she had like the Carl name on her.
Oh, she did? I only saw the front.
Oh, really? Yeah, the back it said Carl, but it looked like it would be like off-white. But it wasn't.
Lily James was wearing... So that's another thing Jonathan Van Ness talked about was duality. Like everything was super feminine, but it was all in leather. So it's like feminine, but in leather. And it was like kind of balancing each other out. Like Lily James is wearing this beautiful ball gown made of completely leather. And I was like, we don't see that often.
That is pretty crazy.
Leather gloves. It was really cool. I liked it. She walked with Charlotte Tilbury because Charlotte Tilbury did her makeup. Which I didn't know you could bring your makeup artist with you.
Oh, that's really cool, actually.
What if her dress designer was like, I wanted to come?
Yeah, who was it? Do you know?
No, I don't know. But I didn't even know Charlotte Tilbury was like...
She's pretty. Her dress is amazing.
She is snatched. What the heck?
It doesn't really go with the theme.
But I like it. Yeah, there was not very much color this time, which, as you know, if you know me, I'm okay with color. You were like,
I don't even care.
I'm actually glad
if you know me, I'm like, I could add some color.
Cardi.
Yes, Cardi's was so freaking good, dude.
And it was nice to see her, like, this may sound really bad, but, like...
modest.
Cleaned up.
Yeah.
Like, you know how she's always, like, wearing crazy stuff?
Yeah.
And, like, being a cute little crazy girl in her music videos. Like, this was, like, classy, cute.
And I think that's why she was, like, doing, like, classy little innocent poses like that.
And you know what? I love her.
Let's talk about the men of the Met Gala. I feel like we only talked about all the women.
The only two people that I thought dressed exactly like Karl Lagerfeld, which I thought the men should have done, all of them, are
like little ponytail in the back.
Yeah, literally. Nick Jonas.
Oh, I loved his platform shoes.
And Ki Hui Kwan, I think his name is. I don't know. Ki Hui Kwan. I don't know. But he also he's so adorable. Look at him. With the sunglasses and everything.
That looks, and the gloves. I loved that.
I don't necessarily love Bella Ramsey, but I thought her outfit was good.
I have no clue who that is.
The Last of Us.
Never seen it.
Oh, wait, is that the name of the show? With Pedro Pascal? Last of Us,
yeah.
Yeah, she's in that.
I need to watch it because everyone says that he's a fashion daddy.
I do not like him.
Pete Davidson? No. I
love Pete Davidson with all my heart.
But I hated what he was wearing. Like, what even is that?
But he's so adorable.
Why did he wear a bucket hat?
Why wouldn't he wear a bucket hat? Maybe Carl liked him in bucket hats. You never know.
Yeah, I don't know the story of it. Oh, it is Fendi. Look it. He barely has a little Fendi FF belt.
He did wear the F for me.
He was the only one.
Pete wore the FF for me.
He did.
I'm so proud of myself because you know our guy from Michael Kors ads, Alton Mason?
I literally met him.
I know. I was on break when he was there.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
upset.
Yeah, I literally met
He
him.
came to visit us one time. I was on break. I should not have gone on break that day. Anyways, but I saw him come out of the hotel in the white veil, and I had no idea who it was. I was like, I think that's Alton Mason. I was like, no, I don't think so. And then I was live streaming the Met Gala, and somebody said, no, that's Lil Nas X. I was like, oh, maybe. And then I realized later it was Alton Mason, and I was so proud of myself because I knew who it was, and I'm just like getting so well versed.
You are.
Thank you.
I didn't notice that it was him until he like was actually close to the camera. But yeah, I was like with my family watching it, and I was like, oh my god, I met him. My dad's like, no, you didn't. I'm like, I literally met him, Dad.
And Rita Ora's outfit.
Oh yeah.
See?
Oh yeah, she was wearing a pink little thing.
I like that one too.
Whenever someone would come up, oh, the blue is that Burberry that he's wearing too?
Yeah. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Actually, like, I know you're like distracting me.
Sorry.
You're not. What was I saying?
I'm so sorry. Oh, you're every time somebody would come on the TV.
Oh, I would like quiz myself. I'm like, oh, they're wearing Schiaparelli or they're wearing this.
Good.
And I actually got a couple right. I was like,
speaking of Schiaparelli, Kim was wearing Schiaparelli. 50,000 freshwater pearls.
Yeah, real.
And like 300 hours of making it. I think 300. I wrote it down.
And Doja Cat's was 700 hours to do.
Billie Eilish. I like Billie's.
Slay. Anything Billie does, I don't even care if she's wearing nothing, like a red dress. I'm like, Billie, you killed it.
And she is like becoming a whole new woman. Like
she is literally.
She seems so confident. Literally, I saw a video on TikTok and it was like me judging all the Met Gala looks, and it was the elevator opening up on Miranda Priestley, like coming out with her magazine, and another red.
Salma Hayek, amazing. I like how it's like, it looks like really like Hispanic heritage too, like to like kind of like
red and pearls go together, and I think it looks like Hispanic heritage. There we are for the look homes. Jessica Chastain in blonde. She was blonde yesterday. She usually has red hair, you know.
Really?
Yeah, she's a redhead.
Oh, maybe it's a wig.
Kiki
Palmer's was really, really good. She literally looks like she's like Marilyn Monroe.
She looks like a first lady.
She does.
Hallie. This is Gucci, apparently.
Really?
Mm-hmm. There was a video someone caught of Penelope Cruz fixing Dua Lipa's hair, and they were like looking at each other.
How cute. I actually wrote down Giselle Bündchen.
You know, it's so weird when she came alone this year. It's like, do they just kick Tom to the curb? Like, he's come every year with her.
Sucks.
Yeah, he does.
But she's 42 years old and she literally looks amazing.
I want to look like that at 42.
Same.
I want to play J-Lo at 40.
Oh my god, totally. And she was like playing with like her little like furry coat thingy. Giselle was so happy. Oh my god, she looks like she was living her best life. I'm like, you deserve it.
I think with this being the kickoff, this Met Gala, classy is coming back. There was a lot of pearls, a lot of black, ballet pink, updo hair, corsets are coming back.
Love.
And I think this is going to mean like no more street style for events like this. Like ASAP wore street style, but that's his style. I think we're going to come back to classy, to the rich dressing like they are rich. And that's what I want.
And that's what the people want, is actually dressing.
Give the people what they want.
I think that's a good prediction.
Thank you.
I honestly don't think it's going to change. Because, yes, it's the theme. Everyone dresses as a theme, but it's not going to be like, okay, now we're going to start dressing.
Do you think the
modest.
Met Gala theme of that year has predictions on the trends of the rest of the year?
It could.
Even though it's supposed to be a costume party?
It could, yeah. Like that theme could have been last year's theme because Carl died in 19.
He died in 2019?
So it could have been...
That was 4 years ago?
Yeah, it could have been 3 years ago's thing or 2 years ago's thing. So why did they pick this year to do that?
Why didn't they? Oh, because 2019 was... February of 2019 was too late to change the theme to Carl. And 2020, they didn't have a Met Gala because it was the pandemic. But then 2022...
Or 2021.
Oh, yeah.
Skipped one of those.
2021, 2022. Where was that?
What's going to be next year's?
I hope next year's is something crazy. I loved the Catholic theme. That's been my favorite so far. I want something
That Catholic
crazy
theme
like
was-
that.
Yeah.
No one will ever do this and say this so specifically, but I want a dystopian style.
What is
That's what I
that?
want. Like post-apocalyptic, like gas masks and like shredded clothing, like black,
Whoa.
big boots. That's what I want.
That's pretty cool.
Silver.
I feel like I don't know if you noticed, but the railing of the red carpet was all like plastic bottles.
I noticed I didn't know they were plastic.
I don't know if they're plastic, but they looked like recycled bottles. So I
Mhm.
feel like maybe like next year is like a really big take on sustainability and things like that. They'll use
That
like
would be cool.
recycled materials to make
You
this
know
big
what?
crazy thing. That
I
would be
hope
really cool.
for our world that the next Met Gala is a sustainability Met Gala, and I hope all the outfits are like reused water bottles or
Mhm.
newspaper, or I want someone crazy to go to literally a Goodwill and put something crazy together.
Me. Let's do that.
Let's do it. That concludes our first annual Met Gala podcast episode on the Dress Code Podcast.
Yay! That was good. That was
Thank
fun.
you. I expect that each year will get crazier.
We expect it.
Yeah. So tell us what you thought. What were your favorite looks? We would love to
Yeah.
hear them.
We want to know. Comment on our Instagram, our TikTok, our YouTube, because we're gonna get it uploaded this time for sure.
We may be technically challenged. Just kidding.
Subscribe, everyone, together. Ready? 1,
2,
2,
3.
3. Subscribe.
Oh, I heard it. That was good. Good job.
Listen on Spotify if you are watching on YouTube. Watch on YouTube if you're listening on Spotify. Everything will be in our description below.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we got. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day, whatever your day you're watching this on. Peace out.